Hi, this is the 13th Wolfman, and this is the 30-day horror challenge, and today is day 21. The topic for the day is best horror franchise. I had to actually think about this, because you got Halloween, and I'm sorry, but for me, it goes original Halloween, Halloween 2. I like Halloween 3 a lot more than a lot of people out there. I hear a lot of crap, a lot of negative crap on that film. And then 4, 5, and 6, I don't even acknowledge, so I can't consider this the best franchise. Nightmare on Elm Street, it was really close. I thought about grabbing Nightmare on Elm Street, but, I don't know. I went with Friday the 13th. I went with, this is the best horror franchise, even though I say after part 7 they really dropped the ball. Part 8 just blatantly, I've watched it a few times because it came in this, but it just blew. Part 9, I have no idea what the director or the writer were going for. They just kind of like made their own little independent film about Jason, and put their own little twist on it where he's a slug. Yeah, that's the way all the fans want it to go, ooh. And then part 10, Jason in space. Did we learn nothing from Hellraiser 4, Leprechaun 4? I mean, when horror creatures wind up in space, the movie sucks. And that's just what happened. Man, I mean, when Jason X came out, or Friday the 13th 10, whatever you want to call it, this it's like one of the worst titles. I was really looking forward to seeing it. I was anticipating, oh wow, a new Friday the 13th film. And then I saw what they did with a very classic character, Uber Jason. Yeah, that's what I want. I want the guy in the funky, futuristic, metal hockey mask, It was just bad. The plot line, the storyline, I mean, oh man. I have nothing but bad things to say about that movie. So, I mean, there's a lot of franchises out there, like I said, that you could choose from. I did choose this one, even though I've just complained about the last three movies. But let's talk about the first 7 movies. Let's ignore the last 3 and talk about the first 7. The first 7, Friday the 13th 1, 2, and 3, which just came out in like the early 80s. They were just spitting these things out just like it was nothing. I saw the first 2 and the third one, the first 2 in the drive-in, and the third one actually at a theater or cinema, whatever you want to call it. And I remember the impact at the very end when the dream of Jason happens, and it startled me. It was one of the more, it's just a jump scare, but hey, it was pretty good. And Richard Booker, the guy that plays Jason in the third film, is actually my favorite Jason. I love the first 7 films, man. I got nothing bad to say about those. Even part 5. A lot of people just dump all over part 5 because it's not really Jason. It's... Sorry if I'm spoiling this for some of the people out there, but hey, if you haven't seen this yet, deal with it. Yeah, it's not really Jason. A lot of people just dumped all over the fact that it wasn't him, and I thought it was kind of a cool take on it, especially when part 6 came out. It was more of a Tommy Jarvis film than a Jason film, and Part 6 came out, and that was that was really cool. I loved all the films. I like Richard Booker in Part 3 as Jason, is my favorite Jason. Then C.J. Graham from Part 6, and I love Part 6. There's just nothing else to say, but yeah, so I think this is the best franchise out there. Bar none. This is the 13th Wolfman, and I am on the prowl.